Welcome peeps to the 5-year anniversary of my first YouTube video. From the TBX 420 Club to Urban Franchise Entertainment, I'm going to be counting down the top 10 moments, experiences, opportunities, collabs that have really stood out to me the past 5 years. I wouldn't have been doing this for the last 5 years if I didn't have the support of all of you, and I thank you all for that. I'm going to go over some of the major highlights in my career and the major reasons why I still do this till today. I want to thank you all for sticking with me for 5 years. I was just a kid who just wanted to have fun in front of a camera, and you gave me an audience to do that. So peeps, it was all the way back November 28th, 2016, when I told this throwback story. I didn't really expect much from it. It was literally just at the time trying to keep myself occupied, stay away from certain vibes, stay positive. So I decided to try out YouTube for fun, and I told this story about one of my drunken adventures, hanging out in a not so great neighborhood. I didn't even know how to hold my phone properly if you look at it. If you look at it, I'm holding it the wrong way. I actually improved by the second video. At this point, I get my brother to help me out and hold the camera for me. And yeah, these videos are 1 week apart, and I do look drastically that different when I shave off my mustache to when I have facial hair. Didn't have a intro, didn't know what I was doing, didn't even know the term YouTube. But I had fun. First one. And a lot of people watched this, and that's why I did the second one. I kept doing all the other ones after. This video was an accomplishment because this was my first tutorial video. I saw someone doing the tutorial how to get stuff on Kodi, and I decided to do it myself. But the thing that I saw and what made me decide to do the video is the fact that the guy, it was hard to understand what he was saying, and he wasn't showing himself actually doing everything. It was like he had the camera on himself the whole time. Here, I show you exactly what to type in, where to type it in, where to go to add all the add-ons, and the one little secret that there is that you have to click on to make it possible to use third-party add-ons. Then I go into examples showing you guys me using all the stuff. It was very successful. This was one of my first videos that this was guaranteed to get at least several hundred views a day. I got huge jumps, a couple thousand views a day. I did not expect it. It was just really nice to see that kind of growth. And that's why I did other tutorial videos, and they all did great. Quickly, it was on February 1st, but I got the email on February 19th from YouTube congratulating me on 1,000 subscribers, and they sent me this little custom gift to tweet out to celebrate. I wonder if it's the same one, because I think I'm going to be at 1,000 by next month with the way my growth has been with my new channel. So we'll see if we get the exact same gift, but this was a huge accomplishment for me. This was just, I started in November, and by February, I was at 1,000 subscribers, and it felt really fucking good. Oh, this one, they were a little quicker because I had hit 10,000 subscribers on December 29th, 2017. The other one was at the start, February of 2017, I hit 1,000. But by the end of the year, I got to 10,000 subscribers, and they literally gave me this the next day, December 30th. It wasn't the few week wait the other one was. It was fucking awesome to hit this goal. I didn't expect it. That year was a lot of ups and downs. I didn't think I hit the YouTube wall a few months before, and I was just didn't know what to do. I kept trying new things. It was just really awesome seeing this. I look forward to hopefully in 2022 getting this exact email again and celebrating 10,000 subscribers again. So peeps, this was a huge moment for me in my YouTube career. I unlocked the space. This is me going to my first event, my first official YouTube event. This event happened on July 26th, our RSVP July 17th. So going to this event, I qualified to use the YouTube space in Toronto and film a lot of awesome stuff. As you can see, there's a YouTube sign. It was kind of hidden. Not a lot of people knew it. It was by George Brown downtown. I think some of the students know about. This was the inside H. Then, finally, September 14th, I would film my first official shoot at the YouTube Space Toronto. As you can see, I called it Stuck in the Station. This was a pretty epic soundstage. There's multiple parts of it. And I had casted 10 people. I actually had $1,000 in my pocket to pay all 10 of the people. The camera person got there early, and he kind of just like effed off by the time I got there. I don't know why he got there an hour early, but I did end up paying him. But everyone else who just kind of just didn't show up, I had cash to pay everyone. And then after this, I stopped paying people that I casted. Let me fast forward this clip so you guys can see other parts of this set. It was actually quite cool. It wasn't just like one thing. You see, you had the trains there. And I was filming in the cart. See, I didn't know how to do sound effects. Back then, if I knew how to add the sound effect in the background, it would have made the video significantly better. Oh, I spent a lot of time in this first scene, huh? Then they have the little stand where you would be buying stuff. If you notice right there in the corner, I don't know if you can tell, there's a little 360 camera. Rob would always recommend me using the 360 camera, so I always would. And I would always have them there. There was actually candy in that thing. I was too scared to eat it, but there was like a whole thing full of candy. Then this place that looked like the exit, but if you go to it, see my mistake, I left all those poles there so people who know the industry will know this is a set. I probably should have angled the camera a bit better, but that looked like it would have been the exit out of the subway. I think there's another part here. This is the entrance. I had it a whole storyline. I was stuck in the subway. I was trying to get to the YouTube space, and then the whole gist of it ended with me realizing, hey, I'm actually in the YouTube space. And I was getting pissed off because the subway wasn't going anywhere, but I'm technically really just on the sound stage all along. See, it even had its own like map and everything on there. YouTube Space Studios, this is the other part I was looking for. See there, I left all those sandbags. It probably gave away that I was on the sound stage as well. But yeah, this was actually really awesome. And this was just the first one. I got to use multiple sound stages. They would change it up every few months. At one point it was a cabin lodge. One of them was a kitchen around to the end. One of them was just like set up like a stage. It was really pretty awesome. Easily one of my favorite and definite favorite moments. Me and my niece, the Ashlass, going to celebrate our birthdays together. I got tickets to SLAMMIVERSARY 16 in Rebel. I got 2 tickets for us to go check out the pay-per-view. This would be my first wrestling pay-per-view that I've ever actually gotten to go to. It's been my niece's first wrestling show she ever went to. It was actually really awesome. What I went with, we got the high seats above. So more or less what I had done for the show is me and her will make our predictions before the start of the match. Then I would get pieces of the match, a few good moves, get a piece of the entrance. This is essentially the entrances right here. Then I'll get some of the moves from the match. PD, PD, PD. Then I'd fill the M in the match, and then we'd talk about, oh wow, blah, blah, blah. We didn't expect that so-and-so. It was an epic show, we had a great time. And this is actually the video that got me a lot of fans in the wrestling audience, which I always wanted. I didn't really have a chance to do wrestling videos because the first people I used to do videos with were against wrestling. So it was finally great to be doing something I actually enjoyed and I loved, instead of just doing what people told me was popular. I really sold because you guys really started to get behind me at this point, and I had the most fun I ever had at this point. Peeps, for a while, I would be doing several shoots, and I would be trying to cast people. Every time, I would cast a bunch of people. No one was really actually showing up. Someone replied to the casting ads, but it wasn't until January 8th when I did the Real Talks episodes, 3-parter. Actually, my actual vision was to do this documentary style. I was going to bring in each girl individually. I had booked them all 20 minutes apart, so I can ask each of them 3 questions. I think it's 3 or 4 questions I had to ask. And then I was just gonna put like all the questions together and chop it up. Really awesome girls. We got 3 good episodes out of it. It was really fun to, like, I had an idea, I had a vision for an episode, for a special, talking about some issues that I don't regularly talk about, and it just came out really good. Good vibes. I was glad that I did this. It gave me an experience with it, so I feel this would be one of the series that will be coming back eventually. I'll be rebooting it. Hopefully I can get some of these ladies to come back for the future version of it. Now, I'm sure you guys seen the WGF episode I released recently. Well, that was actually filmed about 2 weeks after, on January 25 of that same year. This was my first attempt to create my own wrestling federation. I actually hired professional actors. Did an amazing job. It was a great shoot. I wish I could have went further with them, but ultimately, you know, they got actual real acting gigs, and ultimately that's why the WGF went on to just be me and my friends. But I'm very grateful for them to be a part of it, and it was just like really cool. 2 shoots in a row to work with professional talent and make 2 of my visions come to life. Really made me feel like a real creative. Another definite highlight for me during that whole pandemic era was my first regular interview series, Talent from the Six. I got to work with a lot of great talent. This interview in particular, I worked with Anissa Badshaw, international music artist, actress, model. I had been a fan of her work for years, actually, and did try to get her to work for an interview at the YouTube space, but at the time she was always traveling. Like, she was rarely in town, so scheduling an interview for her was not easy. But during this period, she was actually home. She had time. It was a late interview. I was doing all these interviews at about 6 p.m., but she told me she was available at about like 1 or 2 in the morning. I can't remember exactly, and I was like, hell yeah, I want to interview you. You're someone I definitely want to interview. Other cool thing about the talent from this 6th series actually reunited me with an old friend, my mentor, who actually taught me a lot. One of the few people who actually taught me stuff in this journey in the entertainment world. Rob Toss Productions. It was actually cool interviewing him because it actually led to us working together on some really cool projects that actually happened to be the next number in this top 10 list. Worked on some pretty cool projects. And to be exact, that would be like the first professional project that I have ever worked on, 2 Factor Dating. I had a lot of fun working on this dating game, so it was a big challenge. I actually was a big part of the casting and developing, which was really cool because usually most of us are just fans of shows and dream about being part of these things. But to be on the other side, to be involved in it on so many facets, it was a really cool experience. It was one of the best and the first professional project that I ever worked on. Then our other project, which was another awesome one. Look at how epic the intro is into this. The other one is just all done professionally. That's the difference from doing stuff myself than working with a professional, with a production company who's been in the industry for years, as like Rob Toss. I went from doing a lot of basic content to hosting the dating game show and also hosting my own talk show, which also could be doubled as a podcast, as I'm sure it will. It's great to be able, at the end of the 5 years from this first jump. This is one of my favorite interviews, my first repeat interview, actually. Bridget O'Regan, the famous violin girl. She was one of the first 2 guests on my show. Go check it out, Down to Talk with Tony Montana, and check out the dating game show, 2 Factor Dating. One thing that I definitely would call one of my definite highlights was doing wrestling review videos, because as I said before, I really loved wrestling, and I know that you guys enjoyed my videos when I was actually at the wrestling shows, but it was kind of a gamble to see if you guys would keep watching me if it was just me sitting there giving the results and the review in my opinion. At the start of the pandemic, it was the first time in my life where I didn't have a full-time job or courses to go to, occupying 5 days of my week, sometimes even more. So I had a lot of free time, so I started doing weekly reviews of the wrestling that I enjoyed. Impact, AEW, occasional WWE show, even did a few New Japan. Got amazing numbers and a great following in the wrestling community that I'm to this day grateful that I have. Actually, I'll include right now, got an endorsement for one of my favorite wrestlers, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, endorsing my channel. Let's go to that right now.
Greetings and salutations. It's your man CD, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. I'm at home in Southern California, enjoying some lovely SoCal climate. And if you're watching this shoot video, I want you to take the time and show my biggest fan, the urban franchise, Tony Montana, some love. Over at TBX 420 Club, I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to show him all the love that you can, everybody. And I also want to let DR Clone know that the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, is ready to join Stu Corp, because I'm going to keep it blitz. Take care, everyone. Another
definite highlight for me in working in YouTube is working with my younger brother, Dr. No. He's one of my favorite people to collab with. We have done lots of awesome videos, like our new series, Fat Kid Tuesdays, or as it's known on his channel, StuCorp, Fat Kid Reviews from the Fat Kid. It's always fun filming because we always are doing like creative and outside the box videos. I have a quite amusing character that's on my brother's channel, Peter Gears. Some of the best stuff I've ever done. Some of the stuff that's been like the most fun. I don't have to try to be cool or whatever. I could just like have fun and be stupid. That's always been like one of the highlights of my brothers. Not caring as much and being able just to have fun and do stupid. That is that, peeps. 5 years. I'm still in awe that I'm still doing this. I don't know if I've ever stuck with anything as long as I have as being an entertainer, but it was very easy with the support of all of you, the peeps. The consistent love raised my confidence to levels it's never been. Just talking to you guys regularly and watching my videos the first few years helped me become so much better at speaking and articulating myself. I appreciate everyone who's ever watched a video, who's ever given me a thumbs up, even those who've given me a thumbs down, anyone who's taken the time to subscribe or to comment, people who have went out of their way to buy merch or pay for channel memberships or support anything I was pushing. I thank you all so much. If I could ask you guys to click on anything or show anyone else love or support, anytime you did, it meant the absolute world to me. And it's been an awesome 5 years. I'm looking forward to the next 5 years because as you saw towards the end of that list, we have come a long way. I'm filming this in my mom's basement like I did in my first video. But in the next 5 years, I'm hoping to be filming in my own basement or my own studio or my own building. Maybe I'll have my own entire entertainment complex or compound. You don't know. Opportunities, the potential, it is limitless. You guys have stuck with me strong, who have supported me for this long, and just all of you keep growing, more of you keep coming. Thank you all so much. Mad love from me, the Urban Franchise, Tony Montana. And you know what? Let's end this like how we always end these things. Stay good, peeps, and keep it